Good night. Good evening, friends and witches and wizards. Tina's my guest tonight, and we're doing Harry Potter talk. And
Yeah, I'm not a big Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, but I'm not as knowledgeable about that. But I'm ready and willing to learn.
yeah, one thing I was going to start off with
Oh, good
is
grief! I've
talking
got all
about
the reminders going on here.
um, Bertie
Go
Botts
ahead.
is Bertie Botts. Every flavor beans is the one jelly bean that's in Harry Potter stories. Um, in my opinion, rotten egg tastes worse than vomit. And then what tastes better than
I,
vomit
you know
is
what?
earwax and booger.
You know
But
what?
then
I'm thinking I don't want any of them.
let's welcome in Stacy. Hey, Stacy.
I see. Good to see ya.
And
I'm gonna
well,
pop out our chat here so that I can.
here's something that was my niece until she passed away back in about a couple of years ago, almost.
Yeah.
Potter Funko Pop. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh
do
yeah.
a
Okay. I want to see that. Hang on. Let me get. I'm popping out our chat so that I can see everybody here.
okay.
Oh, I'm lagging. Dang it! Just by popping out the chat. All right. I'll. Okay. Am I lagging or are you,
Um, I'm okay. It seems like
Stacy?
you're okay too.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna take that.
But
I'm gonna
well,
first
your voice is
I'm
coming
gonna
in
end that
ahead of
because
your mouth. Yeah, your video's lagging, but I don't think your audio is.
I I didn't know
Now you're
the
lagging.
actual
But
thing. I'll put it on my phone.
one thing I bought at the
Okay.
money exchange at Diagon Alley.
That's cool. I've seen that before. That's really
It's
cool, and it's all
it's
in
a
a case and
wizarding
everything,
money.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be mentioning how much they're worth later on in about the but let's go ahead and bring up the okay. Okay, to start this off, here's the prophecy. The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord approaches, born to those who have thrice defied him, born as the seventh month dies, and the Dark Lord will mark him as his equal. Where he mark him as his equal, that's that lightning bolt
Yeah,
scar.
that's the Z on his forehead, right? Yeah.
The lightning bolt scar, yeah. But he will have the power Dark Lord knows not, which is protected by love. And either must die at the hand of the other, for neither can live while the other survives. The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord will be born as the seventh month dies. And then if you notice, in the Goblet of Fire, Voldemort in the Goblet of Fire did have a small rudimentary body until Harry arrived into the graveyard.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Um, and here's a saying on the within Gringotts: "Enter, stranger, but take heed of what awaits the sin of greed. For those who take but do not earn must pay most dearly in their turn. So if you seek beneath our floors treasure that was never yours, thief, you have been warned. Beware of finding more than treasures there." And then another thing, Um, Nagini, which was Voldemort's snake.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, she was she she was in the Fantastic Beasts. Uh,
Was she? Was now
Nagini
how many
was
Fantastic Beast movies were there? Were there 2?
three. They
Oh, there was
were going
3,
to make five, but the last two was canceled.
or at
But
least
the third
temporarily.
one
Yeah.
is the secret of Dumbledore.
Okay, because
Um,
I've only
no,
seen the first one. I think
yeah.
I've seen one, but I think it was the first one.
Yeah, the first one is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The
Yep.
second one is Fantastic Beasts, the Crimes of Grindelwald, and the third one is Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore. Okay, Nagini is a maledictus. A maledictus, plural, maledictuses was a female individual who inherited and carried a rare and dangerous type of blood curse that eventually turned her into a type of beast permanently. The curse was carried from birth and was passed down from mother to daughter in the female line of the original victim's bloodline of descendants. The maledictus curse was not to be confused with the acquired ability of animagus and the condition of
Lycanthropy, like a werewolf.
lycanthropy.
Yeah, like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maledictus were considered under beings in the wizarding world. And Harry um, in the first movie, he ran across the mirror of Erised. Okay, the inscription on the mirror of Erised in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone in the U.S., is Erised stra eru oit ubi
Ruby.
kafru
Yeah.
oit on Wosi. When read backwards, the message is, "I show not your face, but your heart's desire."
Okay.
And then I've got I've got Beetle the Bard in Kindle version.
Now
And
what's that?
it's a book that's been mentioned in the Deathly Hallows, Harry Potter and the
Okay.
Deathly Hallows. In there is a story of the three brothers, and that and the three brothers' name was the Paravel brothers, Peveril brothers. The Peveril brothers, Antioch, Cadmus, and Ignotus. Ignotus is the one that is a direct ancestor to Harry Potter. Ignotus is the one that that created the Cloak of Invisibility. Antioch had no descendants. He was the one that created the Elder Wand, and Cadmus was the one that created the Stone of Resurrection. Okay, like I said, are believed by some to be the subjects of the wizarding legend, the tale of the three brothers, each possessed one of the deathly hollows. Antioch, the Elder One, Cadmus, the Resurrection Stone, and Ignotus, the Cloak of Invisibility. Let me go ahead and
Yes, please do.
hey, John and Nancy.
Hi, John. Hi, Nancy.
Okay. Stacy asked, "Who's your favorite Harry Potter character?" Harry Potter is one of them, and and Dumbledore is another one. Let's see,
This is going to sound strange, but at the moment I'm old, so bear with me. But I like the redheaded kid, the kid that always gets something wrong, does something wrong. He broke his wand. He always
Ron Weasley.
Ron. I like Ron. He just, my poor heart just wants to give him a hug, but he ends up doing all right by himself. He ends
If
up
you
growing up good.
if you
So,
paid attention to the movie itself, I've already figured out that Harry was a Horcrux.
really?
He may
When
have
when did you figure that out?
when when connecting the lightning bolt scar and Harry be able to feel and see what Voldemort feel and see. That tipped me off. And another surprise is that Harry not only had two souls in him, he might have had a third one, a piece of Dumbledore.
Yeah, I think he did. Now Dumbledore knew that Harry was a Horcrux, right?
He knew, but he couldn't figure it out yet until Harry got that original memory from Slughorn that reveals Horcruxes.
Yeah.
Because
John, I don't worry. I don't know very much about it either, but you will definitely learn a lot from Keith. He knows a lot of stuff. So you like Bellatrix, Stacy? What? Isn't she like a villain?
yeah,
I would think you
she
would
killed
love
her
villains.
cousin Sirius Black.
Yeah. But
Okay.
anyway, yeah, John, I agree with you. I don't know. I've watched the movies though. I have at least watched the movies. I've watched all of the Harry Potter movies, and I've watched one of the Fantastic Beasts. But I'm not positive which one. I think it was the first one, but I'm not positive on that. Anyway, back to what you were saying, Keith. What was that? You were saying that Dumbledore couldn't figure out that Harry was a Horcrux.
He knew there it was some kind of magic, but not until he didn't remember until he found out when Harry Dumbledore had a memory of Slughorn that's been tempered with. Well, Harry eventually, with the liquid luck, was able to get the actual memory from Slughorn in Hagrid's hut, and it found out it was Horcruxes.
Yep.
And then here it goes: Voldemort's Horcruxes. Number 7, Tom Riddle's diary, which was in
Right, Rise of what was it?
Tom Riddle's diary, that was in Chambers of Secrets.
Chambers of Secrets. Yes. Yep.
Harry destroyed that with the basilisk fang.
Yep. Stabbing the basilisk fang and stabbing it with the I like that. That was very cool. Anyway.
And then number 6, Marvolo Gaunt's ring. And that ring had the stone of a resurrection. He was a direct descendant of Cadmus.
Okay. Not to go too far into the weeds now, but who was that?
Cadmus was the one with the resurrection stone.
Okay.
Marvolo Gaunt was Tom Riddle's grandfather, Voldemort's grandfather.
Okay.
All right. Through his mother. And so Tom Riddle's name was Tom Marvolo Riddle.
Yep.
Okay, number
Hi, Jonathan.
5. Hey, Jonathan. Let me. Okay, and then see. Okay, number 5, Salazar Slytherin's locket. Tom Riddle is a direct descendant of Salazar Slytherin.
Yep.
And he was also a direct descendant of Cadmus Peverell, which makes him and Harry distant cousins. Can you imagine killing a distant cousin?
No, but I mean, I wouldn't be wrapped up in this kind of a family dynamic anyway. So,
yeah,
this is a very, very strange family dynamic right here. Did Ron destroy that one? Stacy's asking.
Yeah, Ron destroyed the locket. And that was in Deathly Hallows. Another one that was in Deathly Hallows, Helga Hufflepuff's cup. They had to go into Gringotts and get out of Bellatrix Lestrange vault.
Yep.
Excuse me. And this one that was in the room of requirement, Rowena Ravenclaw's lost diadem.
Now, what was that?
It's kind of like a tiara in a way, but it's actually a diadem.
Yep.
It was said Rowena Ravenclaw designed it that whoever wore it would get knowledge. And number 2, Voldemort's snake Nagini. And number 1, well, Nagini, Neville Longbottom destroyed Nagini.
Yes. And I was so proud of Neville in that. I was like, yes, Neville, good for you. Hi,
hey,
Debbie.
And get back to. Okay. And then the number 1, which of course Voldemort never knew, was Harry Potter.
Now, see, that's one of the things that I never understood. Did Voldemort not place them himself?
When he killed Lily. Lily put her love into Harry, and Voldemort tried to kill Harry, but that curse rebounded off of him to Voldemort, and the only thing that the soul could cling on to that was living is Harry. And let's see, and Voldemort ended up with a redemptory body until Harry arrived into the graveyard.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I got that part, but I was just I. So he placed all of the others, but when he was going to place the one that landed in Harry, he was trying to place it in Lily instead, and it bounced. Is that what
He
happened?
he killed James, then he killed Lily. But before he killed Lily, Lily placed her love into Harry, and after Voldemort killed Lily, he tried to kill Harry, but the killing curse bounced off of Harry back to Voldemort, and Voldemort ended up with that little body, but piece of his soul went into Harry.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. One of the things is that I've always said. My friend keeps telling me I got to read the books because she says they skip over a lot in the movies.
Yeah,
You don't think that's right, Stacy? What you don't think what Keith was saying was right, or you don't think what I was saying was about how it bounced off of Lily and went into Harry or something? No. Yes. Stacy is saying she doesn't think something is right to me, but I think.
hey, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Okay, yeah. So I was wrong. Okay, I accept that. I believe it. All right. So what Keith just said was that it bounced off of Voldemort and went into Harry, and so
Well,
it wasn't
the the
it wasn't
curse
really
the curse rebounded off of Harry into
it went
Voldemort,
into
which
Voldemort.
and Voldemort became that little tiny body, and a piece of his soul went into Harry, where that lightning bolt scars at.
Right, and that all all these pieces, all the Horcruxes are actually pieces of Voldemort's soul, right?
Yeah,
Basically.
the Horcruxes are pieces of Voldemort's soul. But
Okay.
in order for Voldemort to make a Horcrux, he had to kill somebody.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. I did know that part. I remember that part from the movies because what's his name was telling Harry in the what is it, the truth stuff or something like that. Yes, the real Horcruxes. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what my that's my friend Joanne says too, is that she yells at the movies when she's watching them because it's like, no, that's not right. But
And then the wise wizard was aware of Draco's mission and was worried about him going over the. Oh, I'm going to skip these because these were from.
Phantasmic Beasts.
Oh, this one was from doing a Google autofill of why does why does Dumbledore ask Snape to kill him? And the answer was the wise wizard was aware of Draco's mission and was worried about him going over to the dark side if he succeeded.
Right.
But I'm going to
So he
skip those.
wanted Snape to kill him because he didn't want Drago to have that on his soul. So yeah.
Right. And then okay, we're down to the coins. We are told in Philosopher's Stone that one galleon is equal to 17 sickles. Let me. see. Okay.
Oh, that'll be good, Jonathan. So JK is going to have a say in the show then, huh? Not just the casting, I hope. Yeah, Snape had a mission. He really, I don't know if you could necessarily say that he was a good guy or a bad guy. All of these people have real personalities, and I think that what happened was that Snape had his mission. Voldemort had his. I mean, he was evil in every way, but I mean, Drago and everybody had their mission. It was their place in
Voldemort,
life. So
Voldemort wanted to avoid death as much as
yeah,
he want to.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
like
That was his only thing. He just wanted to avoid death, and in essence, he got the most complete death. Because everybody else kind of lived on in ways that and Voldemort didn't, because he was he who shall not be named, and yeah.
this is a galleon,
Galleon, yeah, yep.
and
It's a nice size piece too.
it's worth 17 sickles. And here's a sickle,
That's a nice piece too.
and
Wow.
and um, and there's 29 canuts in a sickle, and here's a canut.
I wonder if the K is silent. It just seems to me that the K should be silent.
That's what I thought
um,
first.
could could you hold the pieces up closer to your camera so that we could see the detail? Nice. Very nice.
And so, um, J.K. Rowling has also said that one galleon is equal to about 5 British pounds. Therefore, one galleon is worth 17 sickles. And I did a calculation through my Echo device. One galleon equals 493 canuts.
Yep.
You would have to have 493 canuts on you, which is going to be very heavy to.
Very heavy. I was just going to say that's a lot of canuts.
Yeah. So.
So,
Yeah.
Chris, you just watched these movies for the first time this year? I, you know, I don't know. It seemed like to me that everybody had watched these movies before I did. I'm glad to hear that somebody else did it.
Snape was actually a double agent,
Yeah.
but he was more in. He was more to protecting Harry because Snape loved Harry's mother Lily,
Yep.
and
Yep.
when
And
Voldemort killed
hated
her,
his father, but yeah, loved his
right,
mother.
right, yeah, that that
Oh, okay. So there you go. That's when you watched them, huh, Chris? Okay.
okay. I bought this in at Weasley's in Diagon Alley 2 years ago.
The big frog?
Yeah, it
Big
had
chocolate
a
frog?
chocolate frog in it, but they had my cousin got the cardboard one, the cardboard container. I got the metal container. The cardboard container only comes with the with Dumbledore. card.
Yeah.
And here's Dumbledore.
Those are nice. That's
But
nice
the
art.
metal one comes with the Dumbledore and the four founders of the Hogwarts, like
Yep.
Godric Gryffindor,
Yep.
Helga Hufflepuff.
Yeah. I think I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm not positive.
I'm a Gryffindor.
Yep.
Rowena Ravenclaw. Her daughter was known as the Grey Ghost, Helena.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then Salazar Slytherin, the ancestor to Voldemort.
Yep.
And Harry being turned into Horcrux on accident is the reason why Harry could speak to snakes.
Yep. Yep. And I think that was one of the pieces of the puzzle that Dumbledore, when he was figuring out that Harry was a Horcrux, I think that was one of the pieces of the puzzle that
Yeah.
he could speak to the snakes.
And another thing that got in Diagon Alley is a DVD that made up at Shutter Buttons. Even though we didn't stay at Universal, but we did go there for a day.
Yep.
It was worth the $85 and waiting until 5:30 to get it made.
It was all the pictures that you had taken while you were there, right?
The pit we did some improv acting to make Harry Potter type pictures for what would look like an album.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, it's worth the time and money.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Let's see.
Yep. Did you eat while you were in
Ate at the
um
Leaky Cauldron.
yep. I
I
like the
had
Leaf
fish and
Cauldron. I like their
chips.
food. I
I
like
had
their food.
fish and chips,
I think
butterbeer,
I had their chicken.
and pumpkin juice.
That pumpkin juice is so good.
It tastes like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of butterbeer. I'm not. It's just too heavy for me. I like the flavor just fine,
We
but it's
ate there for lunch, and then
pumpkin juice all day, every day.
we ate there at the Leaky Cauldron for lunch. But after that, we stopped by the ice cream shop, and I had butterbeer, soft serve ice cream. I
Oh,
love butterbeer.
now that that could work for me because it's ice cream, so it's not. I don't have to drink it. Oh, what'd Chris say? Oh, okay. So did you watch them with your daughters or did you watch them just because of your daughters, kind of like as a secret so that you would then be able to talk to them about it, Chris?
My cousin wouldn't buy Bertie Botts, but I did in the tin.
I don't blame your cousin. I thought she was going to join us tonight. Is she not able to?
No.
Okay. But anyway, I don't blame your cousin. When half the flavors are gross, I'm sorry.
And there's some fruit flavors. There's even a marshmallow flavor.
Yeah, marshmallow's okay. Fruit flavors are okay.
Um, but
Boogers, vomit,
I personally think that rotten egg
popcorn's
tastes
good.
worse than vomit.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I think that they're all bad. I'm just going with
I
they're all
think
bad.
what's
Even popcorn is bad.
I think what's not as bad as vomit is booger and earwax.
Yeah. See what I mean, everybody? Half the flavors are gross. Okay, let's just admit it. Half the flavors are gross. So no, not
You
spending my
even
money
have
on those.
watermelon.
I'll buy one of those big giant frogs all day, every day. But Heaven is still in Florida. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
Yep. Yep. I know. So he talked about the movies afterwards. All right. So you watched them and then you were able to talk to them about the movies later. All right. That's what I was wondering. All right.
And the Fantastic Beasts, the secret of Dumbledore, um, that you definitely need to see,
I definitely want to see them.
and you
Can you give me an
definitely need to
overview?
see the Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yeah.
But but there may be something familiar from our past that you might see in there from the U.S. past.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Now you've got me
And
intrigued.
and I'll give you a clue. It has to do with Hiroshima, Japan,
Okay.
and in 1945.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I figured it was that time frame then. If it was Hiroshima, then it had to have been that time frame.
And that's in the Crimes of Grindelwald.
Okay.
And then here's a let's see. I'll show.
Oh, did you see what Chris wrote? I actually like the Fantastic Beast movies better than the Harry Potter movies. How come, Chris? Maybe well,
You know what this is.
yeah, I sure do.
I want to get me the invisibility cloak and the stone of resurrection. Hey, Carnival Cruise addicts!
How are ya?
Because if I get those other two, then I can technically be a master of death, like Harry was.
Oh dear. I don't think you should be a master of death, Keith. I think that would be a bad thing.
But the elder one, I got this. This is the interactive one. I got it.
Yep.
I just when I was in Ollivanders, I said I want the elder one. Dumbledore's,
Yep. Yep.
and that because I wanted to have the most powerful one in Diagon Alley.
Well, that'll do it.
But there's a water fountain by near Weasley's
Yep.
Sugar Plum, which is right behind Weasley's.
Yep.
Um, it has these frog spigots. I got me a drink out of it. I had to use my wand to get the drink of water, and when I did, the person right across from me got wet.
Yeah, it got squirted, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of cool, Chris, that you felt like you could relate to the characters. Um, okay, you could relate to the human characters or the beast characters. Just to clarify, okay?
Yeah. Let me just take this house robe off.
Yeah, I bet it's getting a little warm, huh?
No, it's not that. It's just I keep on tripping over it.
Oh, well, yeah, don't do that. Okay.
or actually stumbling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. The characters are grown-ups. Um and even though a lot of times the characters in Harry Potter, the actual actors were like grown-ups, they weren't portraying grown-ups. They were portraying kids. So I get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In Secrets of Dumbledore, that's Dumbledore's played by Jude Law. Because he would be the right young age for Dumbledore.
Yep. Yep.
Do you
Um
know whose one this is?
no.
Let's see if
Especially since it looks like,
anybody.
the way, I don't know if you can see your screen, but everybody, doesn't it look like it's kind of like floating in the air between his two hands? I don't, how are you? Okay, there, okay. Yeah, it's floating. It's floating. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But
Ginny.
no, who's
It's not Ginny Weasley's. It's Hermione Granger's.
okay, Hermione's. All right. David Copperfield. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Chris.
But you could probably easily guess this one. It has to do with the show.
I can't see enough of it to. Oh, okay. All right. That's not Dumbledore's, is it? I thought you
No,
didn't
it's
have.
Harry Potter's.
It is Harry Potter's. Okay. At first, I couldn't see it because it was one of those floating wand things. It was like your hands were out here, and then the wand was only here to here. So there was like space like this at each end that was, it was like it had disappeared. It was invisible.
Yeah, let me.
It was very cool. And I don't know, yeah, I don't know how come it's doing that, because it isn't green. I mean, the only reason you usually get that, yeah, yeah, the only reason you get that is because those items are green, but that if they aren't green. So I don't know what was happening there. You're just magical, Keith. That's all there is to it. You're just magical.
Yeah, and I'll
And
show
I
you.
much prefer the halls of uh the halls of the school rather than being in the middle of the
Here's a
street.
Hermione Granger's one.
Yeah. Yeah. You make me
It's got
nervous when
it's
you're
got
standing in the middle of the
it's
street.
got it's got carving of vines on it.
Willow, yeah, yeah, willow vines, yep. Or ivy vines, maybe.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, the one thing that came with my that comes with all interactive ones is the maps. On one side, Diagon Alley with Nocturne Alley, and the other side, Hogsmeade.
Uh huh. I don't. I can't. I Does Harry's have a phoenix feather? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I know
Harry's got a
Dumbledore's did.
Phoenix feather.
Okay.
So did Voldemort's. They're both the feathers was both of the one got feather from the same phoenix, Fox.
Okay.
So
All right.
those ones were twin brothers.
Yeah. But Fox really liked Harry. Fox didn't like Tom Riddle. Not at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen those. I saw those down at Universal, Jonathan, but I don't remember seeing them anywhere else. Yeah, no, you're right. Not many did like Riddle. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there was nobody that I can think of that liked Tom Riddle. At least not
Right.
not in modern times. Maybe back when he was a child, but that ship sailed.
The one thing
You can
that
put your hull back
Dumbledore
up now.
Dumbledore tried to, but failed in trying to stop Tom from
Yeah,
going into the dark.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Although you're mixing IPs there.
Mixing IPs.
Yeah, because you're doing dark side like in Star Wars rather than
Oh, okay.
Harry
Intellectual
Potter. Yeah.
properties. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense that they wouldn't fight against each other. Yeah.
And then I'm going to see about getting some stuff from on Harry Potter for Christmas when I get my Christmas money. I will, and then after, and then sometime next year for my chairs, I want to get a couple of throw blankets for my chairs,
Yep.
so I can be able to sleep in my chair.
Like this here.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, one of
The
them can
Winnie the
be the
Pooh
Marauders
blanket.
map, and the other one with Gryffindor crest.
Yep. Yep. Now, I don't remember the name of the teacher though, Jonathan. What was the name of the teacher? Do you remember the name of the teacher, Keith?
Um, Slughorn.
Slughorn. Yep. Yeah.
Slughorn's the one.
Yeah. You had started to talk about him earlier. Yep. With his luck serum, he
Liquid
got that.
luck.
Yep.
But you can't you a witch or wizard can't drink it for a Quidditch map because they'll they'll get disqualified if they get caught at it. But if they do that at the school's Quidditch, they get expelled.
Yep. Yep. Because they can't be using that stuff at the school.
But what
They're
Harry
not
did,
learned by the
he
teachers.
Harry only did that, only used the liquid luck just to get the true memory from Slughorn
Yep.
to find out why to find out what it was actually about, which is Horcruxes.
Yep.
And I forgot to do my countdowns. 877 days until Walt Disney World trip for me, and then which of course I might also do Universal too, and then 261 days until my 63rd.
Yep. Yeah, I don't want to talk about how many days it is to my 66th.
Yeah,
It's less than that. We'll just go with that.
the
Oh
last
no,
one
it's
that
no, it's not. It's more than that because my birthday's after yours. So yeah.
yeah, the last one I heard of the Harry Potter that passed away, the latest was Robbie Coltrane,
Yeah.
Rubius Hagrid.
Yeah.
Snape
I
passed away
know.
before him. No,
Yeah.
not him. It was Michael Gabon, the
Yeah, he
second
passed away
Dumbledore.
first, right?
Michael Gabon was the second Dumbledore. Richard Harris was the original Dumbledore in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Richard Harris died after they got done shooting the Chambers of Secret.
Yeah. Yep. And they just switched him out for another actor.
Yeah, Michael
Jonathan, you and
Gambon.
Steve are babies. You're kids. You're just. I'm old enough to be your parent, your mother. Yep, exactly, Jonathan. Yeah, he went before Alan Rickman.
Yeah, that was Richard Harris that passed away.
Yep.
And we also lost the guy that was the voice of the Sorting Hat.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
Oh.
and there
Well, I
we
imagine they got a lot of
we
audio from
also we
him.
also
So,
lost the caretaker that
yep.
we also lost Garrick John Hurt who was Ollivander. We lost him.
Really? Wow. Chris. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. I'm 60. I'm 39 with experience. Lots of experience.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hagrid. Yeah, he passed away.
Alexa, who are the cast members of Harry Potter that passed away?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Well,
Ziggy, how
let me
many
ask.
cast members of the Harry Potter film series have passed away?
From Moonage Daydream. Film. The Harry Potter films had a large ensemble cast during the 8 films made from 2001 to 2011, with high-profile and beloved actors featuring in the Wizarding series. 25 actors from the Harry Potter franchise have now sadly passed away.
25. Wow. But like Jonathan said, there were a lot of older actors in those series in that movie.
Even that caretaker that Voldemort killed
Here are some results.
that took care of
Ziggy, stop. Yeah.
the Riddle Mansion. He passed away too,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think, and also the original Tom of the Leaky Cauldron. He passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Alan Rickman passed away.
Yeah, Alan Rickman, remember he
He
died.
was Snape.
Yeah, he was what that was quite some time ago.
But before
When
Harry
did
Potter,
Alan Rickman die?
Alan Rickman died on January 14, 2016 at the age of 69 years.
January 2016. He's been gone yeah, exactly. Like
before the Harry
somebody
Potter movies were coming, before they
hit.
started making the Harry Potter movies, Alan Rickman did play in one of the Die Hard movies with
Yeah, oh
Bruce
yeah. I
Willis.
remember him. He was a bad guy in one of the Die Hard movies, and then supposedly, they had his brother on or somebody or his nephew or somebody, and then they had he was also in Quigley Down Under.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. After Dumbledore died, Snape became headmaster temporarily until the Battle of Hogwarts, and then after the Battle of Hogwarts, Professor McGonagall became the headmistress of
yeah,
Hogwarts.
yeah. When he held a fish and dogma, is that dogma? I remember there was something about it, but I didn't watch the movie, so I don't. I just remember the.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
he's the one that they actually took they green screened him falling off the building, and there was a very, very famous stunt actor that did the fall, but they actually shot his face, Alan Rickman's face, falling off of the building, and they had it it was green screen, like I said, but he fell a long way in that movie. And it was of the time, it was a groundbreaking shot. I mean, so
Severus Snape ended up being a good guy after all.
yes, he did.
That was kind of like a plot twist.
Yeah. Although, what is it? Chris, I think Chris said that he knew right from the beginning that Snape was going to be a good guy. Yes, you're right, Jonathan.
Yeah. We got about 3.5 minutes left.
Yep. So what are your final thoughts?
Well, I was going to let everybody know that since a lot of us are Harry Potter fans and Disney fans, if you have an Amazon account, you can start following Disney, because Disney's got Disney has an Amazon dealer account. So does the Noble Collection, which does make memorabilia from like Harry Potter, Lords of the Ring, and lots of others. And if you're into computers, HP and Dell's got their own, and then Hasbro, which makes Monopoly, has its own Amazon dealer accounts.
Oh, Monopoly does too? Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what do you get with those dealer accounts?
Well, you might be able to get a better deal at the Disney one than you would at Shop Disney, or you might be able to find something that you can't find at Shop Disney or at the Disney parks.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then the Noble Collection, you can order that.
That's cool. Like I said, that is very cool.
And
yeah. Okay. You did not know that he was a good guy until you watched the movie, or okay, I see what you mean. All right. Basically what Jonathan's saying is that he didn't know at the beginning that Snapes was going to be a good guy, but as he was really surprised and crying sad at the end when he died, and revealed that he was a good guy. Yep.
J.K. Rowling,
she's an
she
amazing
wanted that
writer.
to be a plot twist.
Yep, she's an amazing writer, that's for sure.
Yeah. And you got a saying when you guest on the show, at the end of the show, what you're saying.
I'm watching, always watching.
Have a magical evening and a great big beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.